somewhere after my dad's salvation in 1937, he wrote a poem. He entitled it "My Conversion." So this goes back to probably 1938, 39, 40, could have been 41. I don't know. I just say he wrote it somewhere around 1940. And I was always impressed by it. And a few years back, I thought, God, that should be a song. So I thought about it for a long time. And Donna Bradley helped me with this. And she helped me put it into... Did Zach run off with the clicker? Thank you, sir. Stressful morning. She helped me put it into a kind of like a melody, whatever, and piano part. And so, here goes the song. And what I did, I went ahead and took some time to throw in some pictures of Dad. And the first 3 pictures are actually the same picture, a little different angle. But I think it shows Dad during the time that he struggled so much as a sinner. Now, my dad was a real sinner. Of course, we're all sinners. The Bible says we've all sinned. But Dad was a real sinner. He knew how to sin, and he did it really well. They pulled him out of the gutter one night, took him to the morgue, and the person over charge of that old morgue, I guess, over in Livermore area, was getting ready to do what they do to prepare a body for burial when Dad flinched. He flinched. And so he checked and found out he had a very, very faint heartbeat. Police thought he was dead. You talk about coming within a hair's breadth of hell. He did. And then later, he would, of course, maybe he was already a part of the Purple Gang. It's a whole another story. But Dad's life was quite eventful and very infamous till God saved him one night. Somebody coaxed him into going to church. He didn't want to go, but he did. And that night he got saved, and this poem is about that. So here we go. As I travel down life's highway in the days of my past, I was going and almost gone to sink in hell at last. I often stopped along the way when the road crossed here and there to choose again the same old way to darkness and despair. He came to me when I was down and picked me up, turned me around. He came to me, he came to me. He came to me when I was in sin, gave me hope and peace within. He came to me, he came to me when I was lost and undone with no hope outside God's Son. He came to me, he came to me. As I continued on and on, the darkness growing fast, I thought I stood without a friend, condemned and lost at last. But as I heard the message clear in a country church one night, awake thou that sleepest, arise from the dead, and Christ shall give thee light. And as I stepped out from the pew while walking down the aisle, the darkness vanished, the load was gone, Christ left me with a smile. And now I travel on the King's highway, rejoicing as I go to sing the song with God's redeemed, washed in Calvary's flow. He came to me when I was down, picked me up and turned me around. He came to me, He came to me. He came to me when I was in sin, gave me hope and peace within. He came to me. He came to me when I was lost and undone, with no hope outside God's Son. He came to me. He came to me when I was lost and undone, with no hope outside His Son. He came to me. He came to me.